Alright, gang, as you can hear, it's right after fly down, but I'm not turkey hunting. It's November the 5th, and the rut is probably on. My first time out this year. It's hard to get to the farm and bow hunt like I used to when I could go after work and stuff like that, but nonetheless, happy to be back up in the tree. 58, I'm not as young as I used to be, and gets a little harder each year to get out here and get up in a tree, but I'm gonna do it as long as I can. So let's see what happens. A lot of wind expected today, starting about 11 o'clock. It's nice and calm right now, and I've already seen 2 or 3 deer way before I could film, but we're gonna hang in here and see what happens. That is right below my tree stand. Just now I noticed this. That's a lot of big buck poop. Alright, gang, it is November the 12th, 2022, opening day of the Kentucky gun season here. And I'm nestled up in a blind. It's supposed to rain starting about 8 o'clock. It's about 44 degrees, not as cold as I'd like it, but it feels good out here. Glad to be out here, and we're going to see what happens. Going to stay in here for probably 4 or 5 hours, probably till about noon. Hopefully don't take that long and we get a good one to walk by, so hang in there with me and let's see what happens. It's been 20. Still flying out. Wow. Huge spring. Chip shot. Standing my bow. Big old beard on it. I believe he's decided to turn winter. Interesting weather day. Spike came right by the blind. Didn't see a deer though. Alright guys, it's day 2. Back out here in the blind. Spent 9 hours in the blind yesterday. Didn't see much to write home about, but I did see a couple of deer. And as I reported a little earlier, there's plenty of deer around. They just weren't close to me yesterday, so we're gonna hang in here for a while this morning and see what happens. Little bitty old buck. He smells me. Wind blowing right at him. All right, just made a good shot on the doe. It's about almost 11 o'clock here on the second day of Kentucky gun season. I turned around, I was in a tree stand, I turned around, she was at my feeder. And she went right up through there. So, matter of fact, I think I already see her. So, we're gonna go up there and take a look and get her field dressed and get her to the processor. Oh, I see a white belly. Nice scrape. Didn't go 20. Actually went about 30. Nice doe. Nice, good eating doe. There's a weed field right up here above us. And there's all kinds of sign in there. Good deal. Let's get her out of here. Well, one thing I failed to mention in my description of how this unfolded was that I had actually switched sides of the farm. I got tired of sitting in the blind and decided to get up in a tree stand. And it was probably about 11 o'clock and it paid off. I wasn't there 5 minutes till this doe came out and gave me an easy shot. So I was grateful to have her on the ground. All right, guys, it's November 19th, second weekend of the 2022 Kentucky gun season. And it is a cold, frosty one today. It's about 19, 20 degrees with a wind chill factor way down in the teens. I'm trying something a little different. Today I've got up here on the top of my ridge where the pipeline runs down through here. I know these deer bed about 100 yards from where I'm at, and I came in downwind from them, and I'm hoping I'll just see some bucks cruising up here, scent checking these does. I know they've been doing it because I've seen them coming across here, and I had a report of a nice buck up here earlier in the week. So we're going to hang in here for a while and see what happens. My son, John Parker, is hunting on the lower side of the farm, and hopefully we'll hear that 243 crack here in a little bit. And if that happens, I'll probably go help him. But since I got one last week, no real urgency to kill another doe. Just kind of waiting for a buck if one cruises by. So let's see what happens. Well, as the sun starts to come up, I catch movement down at the bottom of the hill, about a couple hundred yards away, and I see that two does have crossed the highway and have come through the gate that's open onto the side of the farm that I'm hunting. And this doe is checking out something up ahead of her, and she suddenly turns and flags and runs off. And
I realized what she'd seen is my truck was parked down there out of sight of the view of the camera, and the other doe with her didn't really know what happened and why she took off, but she eventually followed her and came right below me. They were probably 175 yards away. I probably could have got a shot at probably this deer here as it runs up closer to me, but it's still a pretty long ways off and kind of downhill shot towards the road, and I really didn't want to take that shot anyway. But these deer are coming up into the holler that I've been watching since daybreak. So like I said, I know deer stay up in this holler. They've done that for years, and it's impossible to get close to them. They can see you coming from one direction, they can smell you coming from the other, so it's just really tough to hunt them in there. Like I said, I was waiting on a buck to hopefully filter in there, but I know these deer are in there, and there's probably other ones in there. So later on in the morning, I decided to position John Parker about where I'm sitting right now, and I was going to go around to the other side and see if I could push some deer out to him. It worked out, but it worked out for me, and I got the shot and actually killed a doe. All right, here we go to retrieve our deer. All right, now we gotta find her again. She's up here. Shot her up on the hillside there, and she ran down to this gully. Good doe. Well, there she is. I can smell her. She must have made it to right here, didn't she? Fell back down the hill. Man, that's a big doe.
Viewer discretion advised.
Yeah, that is a big doe. Okay. Well, even though it didn't work out for John Parker to get the deer, this was a team effort, and I sure appreciate his help in getting this thing loaded up. There'll be plenty of meat for the freezer and a lot of summer sausage to come. Thanks for watching.